Hello everybody. So for this video, I'm going to be going into a Sephora to try a fragrance that I've never tried before. I don't even know at this point which one I'm going to pick, so I'm going to go in there and kind of just go by vibes and see what sticks out to me. All right, so normally I'm like talking while I'm trying it, but because I was in a store, I didn't really want to be obtrusive and like bother people, so I just got some clips of me trying it. Now I'm gonna give my impressions. As you saw in those clips, I picked 1 Million by Paco Rabanne, and honestly, I am pretty impressed with it. For some reason, I had always kind of like not been that interested. I thought that the bottle design just looked a little bit, I'm not sure the right word for it, but just like gimmicky. Like, oh, it looks like a gold bar. Like, I don't know. It didn't really, the bottle design didn't do anything for me, so I never really thought about trying it. But one of the people that comments on my videos was talking about, I was like, you know what, let me give it a try. So I kind of was thinking, I'll try this today. And it has exceeded my expectations. The opening notes are very pleasant. Like, it's not overwhelming. It's like pretty smooth, and I'm getting like a lot of cinnamon and like herby mintiness are two of the things that are really coming through to me mostly. I'm also getting a little bit of what smells like a almost like a leather kind of like richness to it. So I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm gonna get home, gonna see what my wife thinks of it, and we'll check back in about an hour or so and have some more thoughts about how the dry down is going. All right, so it's now been about an hour since I applied 1 million, and it still is smelling really good. As soon as I got home, I had my wife once again smell my arm, and she was like, "That smells really good." She also had an interesting comment. She was like, "It smells like something that you have," and then we were thinking about it and talking about it, and in some ways, it almost kind of smells a little bit like Spice Bomb Night Vision, like a little bit, well, very much spicy, a little bit fruity with some kind of like more rich undertones to it. So there are some similarities between this and Spice Bomb Night Vision if you've ever tried that. But at this point, a lot of the kind of herby mintiness that I talked about before has kind of faded away, but still very strong like cinnamon fragrance. That's coming through really well. And then I'd say that some of those base notes of like a leathery kind of almost like musky smell are coming through more strongly. So it's really still smelling very good, still smelling very strong in a good way. And I'm excited to see how it performs over the next like 4 to 5 hours or so. I'm gonna try to shoot for doing another little segment after it's been about 5 to 7 hours since I applied it. And then we can talk about where you can get it after we go over how it's smelling at that point. So look forward to checking back in with you and talk to you later. All right, so it's now been just a little bit over 6 hours since I applied 1 million, and let's go and see how it smells. It is definitely still there, very detectable, and mostly now at this point is a lot more of those earthy base notes like amber and patchouli and stuff like that that are really coming through. Those ones tend to have like the longest duration and the ability to kind of like that staying power. So that's mostly what's coming through at this point, and also getting some notes of like a like leathery smell in a very good way. Like I think it smells really nice. I asked my wife, I was like, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being barely detectable and 10 being you just put it on, how would you rate the strength of it at this point, the longevity of it? And she said she put it at about a 4. So I think that is pretty good performance for 6 hours, especially for an EDT. So overall, I've been very happy with this one, and I'm now excited to talk about where you can get it. Neither Sam's Club nor Costco carry this particular one. Sam's Club does have the Elixir version of it for about $100, if that interests you, but since that's not the one I actually tried, not really talking about it that much. If you wanted to get this from Paco Rabanne, the manufacturer, then you could get the 3.4 ounce bottle. That's one that I looked at Sephora earlier for $126. They also have one that is twice as big, so 6.8 ounces. They have that for 172. So for not that much more money, you're getting twice the product. So if you're going to buy it from the manufacturer, then that would maybe be a good option for you. From Sephora, this was actually a little bit surprising. It is the exact same price. It is $126 for the 3.4-ounce bottle. So I'm not sure if there would be a lot of a good reason to buy it from them as opposed to the manufacturer. Maybe you have a Sephora like rewards account or maybe like their credit card, and that could give it a slight edge in terms of you should buy it there as opposed to from the manufacturer. The last one I'm going to cover is Joma Shop. They actually have a couple different options for both sizes, and then even for the same size, there are two different options. You can get a tester for $59.99, that 3.4-ounce bottle, or you can get a non-tester version for $74.99. Uh, you could save some money from getting a tester. I've got a tester from Joma Shop before for a different fragrance, and I've had absolutely no issues with it, and it was cheaper, saving money. So that is a pretty good option. Additionally, from Joma Shop, there is a 6.7-ounce bottle for $99.99, so about $100. That is that same one from that is available from the manufacturer for I think it was like $172, something like that. So considerably cheaper buying it from Joma Shop, even when you factor in the shipping. So I would probably say, based off of these, unless you have a real compelling reason to maybe buy it from Sephora or from the manufacturer, then I'd probably go with Joma Shop on this one just because you could save some money and still get a good quality product. And that wraps up this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please like and subscribe. It makes me feel good, helps me, keep on making these videos and trying to both educate and hopefully maybe entertain a little bit while getting to talk about fragrances. So have a great day and thanks for watching. Bye.